I've just come down from the council meeting where we've had a full day of discussions on many issues, and I'm going to try and update you just briefly on what we talked about. So I started the council meeting today updating council on a number of issues that have happened since council last met in June. In particular, the alternative disputes resolution trial, which started this Monday, so we wish that a great deal of luck over the next 6 months, and hopefully we'll get some great results. The new concerns procedure, which is the new way that we're handling complaints and really trying to understand from both the complainant and also the vet and the vet nurse up front precisely what the problem is, and being much more in touch with the challenges that the profession and the public face. I also talked about the staff engagement survey, where I'm delighted to say now 91% of staff believe that this is a great place to work, taking everything into account. Now that puts us as being one of the best places to work in the United Kingdom. Now one might say, why would you be concerned about that? Well, one, I want to create an environment where people are motivated and engaged here at the Royal College, but also where people are motivated and engaged, they do a better job. So as William Lever, I think, once referred to, that's enlightened self-interest. So hopefully you'll be seeing the benefits of that over the course of the next few months and years. We also talked about the budget, and the budget, it was really confirmation of what we had said at the previous meeting, which is there'll be no fee increase, which I'm delighted to say for the 5th year running. So, so that's very good news indeed for the membership. There were some substantive issues as well that we discussed today. I mean, one might say the ones I've mentioned are pretty substantive, but there are some other issues too, like, for example, the use of the doctor title. And we have agreed, in fact now, Council have agreed that the profession should be consulted over that, about whether you want to use doctor in the same way that the dentists have begun to use that title themselves. And we also had a discussion around governance. And you know, we've discussed governance a number of times over the last few years, but we feel now is the time to return to that. And particularly with a new charter as well, which really enshrines the importance of veterinary nurses within this college. So the questions around how we would include veterinary nurses in a new council, how we would include more lay representation, and what that might look like. So council were very pro-reform. We haven't decided precisely what that reform is, and we'll bring back proposals to the next council meeting in March. I mentioned charter briefly. Last night at 7:15, just as the President was standing up at the President's cocktail reception to welcome and thank everyone for a year of great work, I'm delighted to say there was a message relayed straight from Buckingham Palace to say the Privy Council had met and Her Majesty had approved the new charter, so that was fabulous timing. Just to finish on one last thing, council elections are coming up, and we encourage you to stand and obviously nearer the time to vote. Thanks very much.